Aha! Little bastards. I'm like 2 minutes early today. Thought I'd do that just to keep you little fuckers on your toes. And I have stuff to do today, including buy more sanding belts. And more paint. Had a fun game yesterday of learning what happens when learned knowledge and experiential knowledge sort of clash awkwardly. Like, belt sanders I use to strip paint from things. Frequently paint from doors. So I have a belt sander, I have my hard grit sanding belt, I have a door I would like some paint off. That's learned knowledge. And that learned knowledge can't generally have a little proviso list of every possible circumstance you may run into. That's experiential knowledge. Like, belt sanders and sanding paper is for getting paint off doors that has been painted onto the door, and not slathered onto the door in a nearly 5mm thick carapace of various colors that just refuses to fucking budge. To the point where it gums up your thick grit sanding belt and leaves you kind of just figuring you're going to paint over it as well. Now I had to put the door back on because I was tired of, taking a shit behind a curtain. But I feel like I'm going to get more. I'm going to do this properly. Somebody has to, just sooner or later. Sooner or later, somebody has to do the thing right. And look, that burden frequently falls to me. Assault wing. Wait, did that say greedy boys shall die? That's concerning. Yeah, I'm fine, kids. I'm assuming Amber's working on FM voice, and, I mean, that's tough, too. Like, I assume it'd be easier if I had, fucking girl germs pulsating through me, ruining my fine masculine form. But, no, that shit ain't happening. Greedy boys shall die. What the fuck is this game? That must sound better in its original Korean. Assault wing, greedy boys shall die. That's mixed messaging. I don't know what's gonna fucking happen. What the fuck is this game? Why is it called, what? It looks like a shooter. This is like when if someone takes their shirt off to fight, it's like, alright, I'm gonna get in a fight. If someone takes their pants off to fight, it's like, alright, I'm gonna get into a fight, and, And it's always that and part that's the concern. Because, I don't mind getting hit, but, and what? Stud Farm Studios. See, that's making me uncomfortable as well. I don't want to be at a stud farm and get told that greedy boys shall die. Because, what do you mean? Everything's got this potential to veer ever so gently toward, a kind of weird Buffalo Bill or Zed situation. I mean, I was gonna say I'd probably survive the Zed situation, but I mean, really, probably not. Because, I doubt they're letting the fucking gay rape victims live, because you can't just have people going, hey, there's a fucking, op shop of rape just around. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Okay, so something's, constantly pulling me down. I'm just falling, I think. So I've got to resist that. I'm on the top left. Is this is that a candy molecule? Is that what that's supposed to be? Is it my job to kill the greedy boy? Is that what's happening? Am I in a greedy boy's stomach? Oh, okay, that's as far as that goes. That's weird. Okay, I can blast through things. What is this? Like, why is there a second screen down over there? Is this Korean? This feels like... I mean, I killed one thing. Oh, is that where I'm supposed to go, maybe? Like, I gotta find that. Maybe I'm not, because that looked like it was hurting. I got a drone. Nope, I'm not stuck. This is deeply confusing. I think I crashed. I mean, I can't seem to destroy that thing, but I think it is hurting me. I don't think I can control anymore. Fuck this. Greedy boys shall die. What? I don't want to be in this person's fucking assault. Like, what? I don't want to be in this person's fucking candy factory, you know? Like, I don't want other children. I don't want children unknown to me to be in this candy factory. Oh, well, yeah, like, the victim... You know, if you're a victim of a weird fucking op shop that rapes you, your response to that is valid. Like, if the response to that is, like, murdering them, it's alright, look, that's just how that's gonna go. But, I mean, in general... Because that can't have been the first time Zed and whatever the fucking op shop owner's name is fucking did that. You know? No one calls themselves the spider and the victim flies the first time out. Unless he's been fucking... I mean, maybe he was workshopping that bit, and that was the first time at bat. Astane. Astane? Astatin. Looks like Astane. Astane. Yeah, the zombie survival guide's a funny one, because it's like... It's not a narrative, it's just stuff. It feels like one of those weird... Like a compilation of fluff text you'd see in a game. You know, like... Here's the, you know... How the Resident Evil games that have like a fucking... Whatever the shit, like a manual. You know, the fucking Star's officer's manual, and it's just how to play the game. Okay. F1. Oh, alright. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Huh. Oh, am I meant to mimic this? Wait, what? Uh-huh. What did I just play? This is too confusing. All of this is too confusing for this time of day. Okay, if I put something near the fucking helmet, I get W. Okay, so... Wait, no, because it'll turn the helmet into W's. There we go. Alright. So then I put something over here, and it's helmet. I can't go left or right. Oh, fuck me, man. Come on. Okay, I can get rid of them. Okay, so if I put helmet there, there. Okay, and I put helmet there, and there. Okay, and then I put helmet there. Shit. I put helmet there, and then helmet. Wait. That was not rewarding. I wanted at least a little doodly-doo or fucking something, you know, I'm not asking for fireworks or confetti. Do you want to play again? What a weird little fucking thing. Like, you gotta, like, if I get it right, you know, if I'm having to pull an understanding of your game out of my anus. Hey, licensed titles. You know, these could be good. particularly on the PC for some peculiar reason. I think it was because nobody really paid attention, you know? They were kind of... Everyone was looking at Nintendos and Segas and things. No one was looking at, like... Load pats. Execute Obelix. I'm surprised that worked, to be honest. Okay, what are we getting here? Could be anything. Could be action, could be platform, could be a fucking point and click. Rough. Okay, it's 50 BC. My brain just read that the year is so BC. Well, not entirely. Alright, look, we all know fucking Asterix. I mean, you know, so far so good. Well animated. Obelix is chasing a boar. What's that bush gonna do? We are... now see, I was reading your nonsense and I missed Obelix lump of cunt. Huh. Alright, so we're veering toward action game. Which, okay, up, down, left, right. We got fire, jump. There's a run button. That's nice. Umpa, 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 umpa. Huh. Is it me, or should I be able to interact with it? Alright, it's kind of fucking... Bip. This poor fucking... Hello, I fell in a vat of potion. Hey, come here. Your food. Ow, you motherfucker. Do I not get like a fucking leg or something for fucking killing that thing? Oh, get out of here, you fucking shrubbery. Alright, got a health bar at the top left up there. Where's Asterix? Oh, okay. Is this like, I've got like, there we go. Alright, yeah. Alright. Now we're just Gerard Depardieu humping our way through the forest. Ah, I ran out of hump energy. See, that's what happens when you don't put anything into, like, fucking cardio. Ow, you mutt. This shit needs, like, you know, your enemies need some kind of stagger. Ba-ting. Rugby match between Britain and Rome. Oh, we're going to Britain, are we? Oh, that's... Okay. Alright. Okay. Oopsie daisy. Like, fuck you, rock. It's kind of like... Slightly like a fucking... whatever that thing's called. People bothering me. How dare you. But that can stay, because that's a thing. I don't like anything that's got rules, because that usually means I've got to have some dumb puzzle explained to me, you know? I don't need rules explained for Obelix walking forward and belting, you know, people in the face. That's just self-evident, you know? That's what I want. That's what I want from this world. It's just... Phillips. This could be a cutscene game. And it feels like one. I bet if I checked, this game would probably be on the CDI as well. A char... The trick to speaking French is to imagine you're goggling a carrot. Just a really gross sounding language a lot of the time.
The year is 50 BC.
Alright.
Gaul is entirely occupied by the Romans. Well, not entirely. One small village of indomitable Gauls still holds out against the invaders. And life is not easy for the Roman legionnaires.
I mean, it's kind of funny that that's like the basic core of this when we know what happened. You know?
He said you must re-enlist. He said to re-enlist.
It's not a video game, it's interactive media. That's fun.
Caesar claims that he feels pity for us. That's why he didn't conquer our village. He doesn't think any of us is capable of getting out of this enclosure. I defy the puny Gauls. I'll never permit them to travel through this empire.
Protagonist. I don't know what you base that on, homie.
Prove to Caesar that no frontier can hold back the indomitable Gauls.
This is why I don't start things. It's because once it's going, it must complete. And I mean, this is a lot easier than writing about Simpsons episodes. Like, I can just skip shit, you know. Sometimes I'll get to like a fucking... Alright. Play again. Did I play something? Run out of fucking patience. That's cute. Alright, so this has no control translation. That's a concern.
In this game, you must take up Caesar's challenge.
Okay.
You can play the character of Asterix,
Alright.
Obelix, Impedimenta, Panacea, Just for Kicks, or Geriatrix, and set off on an adventurous trip around the mighty Roman... As with many board games,
it's a fucking Mario Party!
Coming to the end of my explanation.
Which of you has decided to accept the challenge of Caesar?
Oh, yeah, I'm new to the village. My name is Suck My Dicks. Like, there's mouse control, sort of, but it just kind of clicks. Panacea's not going to get her tits out, is she? What's the fucking point? Asterix and Gobble-Dicks. Can I not just start? Yeah, come on, Panacea. Fucking, yeah.
Good luck to you all, and may the sky never fall on your heads.
I just need to see what we're doing here, because I think it is a mini game, fucking board game thing. When was this made? Like, does this predate? That's a dice.
Once again, fully automatics has told unhygienics his fish aren't fresh. That means those fish are about to fly. You have to help the blacksmith dodge them. You'll need to be as slippery as an eel.
Fuck me running. When was this? Was I supposed to do something then?
What do you mean,
Obelix, I think it's your turn.
I mean, I'm not deleting that. When was that from? Because I always thought Mario Party started with Mario Party. And what the shit? I don't know when that came from. It's insane to me if it was literally Asterix Party first. I think I was supposed to do... Part of it's an OCD thing. You know, like... The divide era. Alright, I don't know what that means. I mean, the journey of... It's like, why do anything? You know? So if you're going to do something, then, well, it has to be done. Otherwise, what's the fucking point? It's also why, like, have a kind of... Alright, well, I'm not sure how to fix divide error, and I'm not entirely... Look, just, you know, Retroarch, just read the room, alright? Poor old Get-A-Fix has been hit on the head by an enchanted stone, and now he has a magic concussion. Your really high friend stole your bong. Alright, well, Operation Get-A-Fix, if you're not going to play along, then you're getting deleted. There are more Asterix games than I would have thought. Asteroid Impact. Alright. You know, like, why pick a task? Why do something? Starting.
We are all counting on you to save the planet from imminent destruction.
That's weird. I'm like, kind of like...
Weapon upgrading.
This feels like the control system is designed for not dragging left and right precisely, but like instant placement using like a spinner, maybe? Like it feels like it should be using a spinner. Which I don't have, because, you know, for previously discussed reasons. Because, like, you gotta hold it, and then it does that. And I just, that doesn't feel right, you know? Ow. Look, this would be a lot easier if aliens weren't shooting me, you know? It's all, now we've lost fucking, like, you know... Oh man, that was like the Eurasian continent. I had stuff there. Also, I mean, like, look, this isn't that fucking hard, you know? I mean, it's a little inconvenient. But, like, you know, it's not like I've chosen to dig through a mountain with a spoon. The Simpsons thing is hard. But also, it's just like, you know, then I feel like I've left something unfinished, you know? I mean, why do you wake up in the morning, you know? What keeps you here? You know, these are questions that I've had to face the absolute guts of, because, you know, it was just like, well, I don't really want to be here, you know? If it's annoying and it's pointless, then what am I doing it for? And then you just, you know, have to sort of make peace with certain elements of yourself. Use shift to control path through the asteroids. I'm not happy with asteroids currently. Hooray! What the fuck is... No. Fucking. Alright, look. That has to fucking get exploded. Never been useful. That's not a very interesting... I mean, that's actually solid for 1982. I'll give it that. You know, I'll leave that. That's an example of how to do an interesting video game in 1982. Well, protagonist, God help you, I'm sick one day. Ooh. Got speech. Alright, let's, look at that. I'll forgive, like, the fucking transgender flag graphics if they've managed to jam speech in there somehow. Laser can overheat. It's good to know. Alright, maybe that's a bit too slow. I feel like it shouldn't be, but yeah, nonetheless, here we are. Alright. Well, that's... Wait, when is this from? Because I'm beginning to suspect. Is it really from, like, 1980s? Okay. No, I'm not. Oh, no! Alright, nope. I haven't found shoot. Oh no! I mean, that tried. 88. Legitimately impressive. Managed to get speech in something for 88. A modern DOS game making community? Probably. There's modern communities for a lot of things. The C64 and Amiga ones are probably the strangest to me because they... You know, they weren't exactly great or dominant to begin with. Imagine your game F9 and F10. That is fucking wild. I mean, at least it has some fucking shit up there. So F9 and F10. Insert as thrust, delete as fire. Oh, fuck me, man. Come on. Numlock. Scroll lock is exit game. Oh, holy shit. It actually uses scroll lock. You fucking mad people. Alright. That doesn't work. Gonna put a no on that. So scroll lock, for those who don't know, is the button that Astro Dodge is the button that where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is. Is the button that Retroarch uses to lock the keyboard that you're using into the game's hypothetical DOS environment. So, you know, F1 normally would bring up the Retroarch menu. You push scroll lock. F1 is now the game's F1. It uses scroll lock because nothing that I have encountered so far in any of my interactions, even just playing, you know, weird DOS games not on stream by myself for my own amusement, has ever used scroll lock. And I don't even know what it is. Not the best representation of Grover. Yeah, like, there's kind of a degree. Like, I do understand some of the production of games for these old things, because sometimes it's like practice, you know, sometimes it's just a personal hobby, and that's fine. Generally, though, I'm always going to be a little bit more of an advocate of producing them using modern tools and systems to ape those old styles, because you then have the ability to kind of soften some of the rougher edges you're going to get. And I mean, like, I think it's Watermelon Games, like, they're the ones that made that RPG for the Mega Drive. They made, like, a fucking brawler that's for the Genesis. And nominally, it's playable on, like, a Sega fucking Genesis. The thing is though, is, like, the amount of crap that they packed into it, it basically needed, like, this whole extra onboard fucking chip into the cartridge. And it's like, at a certain point, you know, maybe just release it on fucking, you know, Windows or some shit. Like, you know, there's a point where I think you're fucking twisting yourself in knots to make it, like, fulfill the initial objective. You know, because believe me, I grew up in this, I grew up with all this shit. This was, you know, these were games. I was alive in 1987, you know. I remember that. I remember 1987. How many zips? Beam that number. Saturn's a bit close to my comfort there, Grover. I don't appear to be doing anything. Is Grover an alien? What the fuck is he? Because isn't it one of the Muppets? Like, what's his name? The one with the big fucking nose. Because I know Telly's from, like, the television or some shit. Sesame Street lore is confusing. Yeah, but they're not, like, officially real games, though. Like, you haven't... If you're making a game for, like, a console that you don't actually have the license, like, these aren't licensed games, you know? Like, people are just making this shit for, like... I don't know. Reasons. You know, it's like people will point to think, like, you know, take Undertale, for instance. Undertale actually looks like, you know, an old C64 game and whatnot. But the file size is still like 500 meg. Like, there was no C64 game that was fucking 500 meg. It has music in it that it couldn't be in the C64. Like, there's lots of these... A lot of the retro games that you'll see around today have lots of, like, little bits and pieces that were absolutely impossible for the original, like, systems to, you know, come even fucking close to managing. And, again, better for it. You don't need to, you know, you don't need to ape these old things completely. Oh, wait, that's from 1994. Alright, well, let's, Okay, oh, do I want something from 1992? Which would probably, it would have been built around something from 1992, let's face it. Use it. I don't know. What are we doing here, really? I mean, I keep fucking turning game focus on because I'm a stupid fucking dummy. So sometimes the controls... Alright, so there is Astro 3D. Oh, fuck me. Shit. Alright, this will be beyond my capacity to accurately control. Bring him home, Big Daddy. That's the Windows key. Alright, look, who's shooting at me? Hyperspace. No, I don't mean hyperspace jump. I think fucking... It's just asteroids. I don't want to play asteroids. Shooting rocks is boring. Boop. Astro Counter of the Crescents. What? Alright, that definitely has to sound better in the original Korean. Shovel Knight, yeah. Which RPG is on Steam? I mean, yeah, that's another fucking detail. Like, you know, it's why I have, because I thought about getting like maybe an FPGA or getting an old TV and getting old consoles and all of that old shit. And it's like that's a lot of fucking effort. Like it is, and I don't mean like just a little like I can't be fucking asked. No, you have to be motivated to do that shit. Then you have to be fucking extra motivated, and you also have to be willing to spend a fair fucking chunk of change. You know, like a lot of these old things are decaying. I do feel at some point there may be an enthusiast company that produces new CRTs. I could see that maybe being a thing. But there's just, there's a limit. And also, as computers get better, they're better at running things and emulating and, anything built for these old TVs, these old refresh rates, these old, delay levels, are the kinds of things that you can use a modern system to emulate with things like run ahead and with, the kind of obsessively rebuilt shader systems that can replicate very specific TVs in some instances. And then really, at the end, it's like, well, okay, well, what was the other thing that made that console feel like that console? And it's like the controller. And controllers, that's something you can just mass produce. You can just mass produce these fucking things, I mean, that's why I have a big collection. I mean, ideally, I'd like to be able to be at a point where I can get either new PCBs to put into some of these things so I can make them directly to USB, because that would be convenient. I have to email someone about that, or talk to someone, preferably using my voice. Korea. I knew it! If it's a solidly playable fucking anime fucking action game, it's somehow Korean. I mean, people all yammer on and on and on about fucking, vintage retro and all that shit, but particularly with the capacity to use very reliable run ahead, you can even get less response time than we had back in the day. So, I don't know. At a certain point, you can do the fucking vintage thing if you want to, but making any kind of claim that it's necessary to really enjoy it is just not. Ray wins! Alright, what do we got? It's a good thing I'm in my big metal suit. What? Did that say Bulgadong? I mean, this jumped straight into it. Okay, so we got Saber. You can charge Saber. Alright, sweet. I used up all my circles, that's a shame. Oh, this is good, look at this. Oh, shit. Well, now I'm down here. Ray. Fucking Agata? Alright, look. Agata Park is scared. Look, I appreciate all this, I do, Korea, but you cannot change the direction you're going in midair. Ow, you fucking bucket of shit. Stop that. Okay. So it's a little finicky on, you kind of get the run very easily, and then you get the fucking slidey stab, which, I kind of don't want frequently. Hack! It really sounds kind of like a guy going bwap. Ow! there are some, like, there have been some decisions with control that I don't think were very smart. Which is a shame, because in a lot of ways this is very fucking playable. Like, not letting me adjust jumps mid-air, it's like, especially when I'm a robot. Like, I can understand if I'm, you know, a fat Italian guy and you tell me that I can't, like, change, you know, my direction mid-flight. That's acceptable. I understand that. I'm Australian. I've seen fat Italian guys fly through the sky. Alright? Alright, I gotta talk to the fucking admin. You know, but like, if I'm in a fucking robot suit that might have, like, little jetty things on them and shit, then, like, that I fucking expect fucking repositioning. Shit! I mean, that's not bad, but it could use some tweaking. It needed, like, maybe another pass. It is also just one of the wildest fucking titles. Astro Counter of Crescents. Fucking. Yeah, the Watermelon RPG. It's grindy, but it's actually pretty good. But they made a god, it's some weird fucking name, Prismantium or Prism Jism, Progumnum. I don't know. I can't remember. They made a brawler for the Genesis, and they wanted to pack so much shit into it, it is absolutely fucking cartoonishly not for the Genesis. And so basically, you know, like, when Star Fox shipped, it has its own chip on the fucking cartridge. That's how the FX thing worked. FX chip inside. And that's sort of what they wound up having to do with fucking the Brawler. Was because it just packed in so much extra shit that there was just no fucking earthly way that it was going to go on a fucking, you know. Yeah, well, this emulates the screen bolt curve. It not only does that, but it has real-time reflections. It uses active GPU, so it'll do like in the olden days and actually reflect. These are called the mega bezels. These are a little intensive. Like, you're not going to be running these on like a Pi. I haven't there's a lot of tweaking you can do with these things, so I'll just give you a quick look. So, like, you go into video shaders, right? You know, here there's a big list of bits and bobs. Then you go into shader parameters. Now, this just keeps fucking going. I don't even think I'm up to the shader part yet. Like, this is all stuff to do with, like, you know, you can change how the fucking reflection works. You can change the blur on the reflection of the fucking tube. You can change the hypothetical distance between the hypothetical glass of the screen and the fucking tubes. You can change the scan lines. You can add fucking, you know, noise. You can add fucking, you know, you can add specific kinds of noise. Like, you can add NTSC types of noise and PAL types of noise. Like, the idea you can't recreate to its absolute minutia fucking specific TVs is functionally nonsense. Humbar, if you remember what those are for anybody from the olden days. Lots and lots of stuff. Actually, speaking of which, just for a second, just for chuckles. So, you know, there's a whole thing. I'd recommend just looking up, like, how to use mega bezels, because that'll teach you better than this little quickie will. But, so the Daimon mega bezels, or Duimon, or Dumon, I don't fucking know. So these are all the different specific types of console and system that have, you know, bezels. So PS1, the Dres are like for 4K mostly. You know, so if you remember a certain thing, there's, you know, Amstrads, and here's all these specific ones. But there's also, I think I got him in here. Yeah, the TV backgrounds. So these are like specific televisions, basically. Or specific, not specific televisions, specific like fucking settings for certain consoles types of output. They're quite good. But, yeah. there's a lot you can fucking do. This is just the standard, I think, IBM DOS one. There are a few others. Like sometimes, like the daylight ones, the outer bits will be quite bright. You know, I don't like that, so I choose the night versions. You can go in, you can make the viewing, you know, window bigger and smaller. There are a few presets like that. Whee! Whoop! Oh, 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 ouch, ouch. Alright, I wasn't prepared for... Oh, there we are. Alright, we got forward, we got back, we got shoot. Ow, you fucking minge. Where'd that gem go? I swear there was a gem around here somewhere. Oh, the rocks stay, but the gems vanish. Yeah, like, when I say it, you can recreate specific televisions, I'm not joking. You can, to the degree the phosphor, you know, the bloom and shit would decay as things moved across the screen, recreate specific televisions. The mega bezel system was not half-assed. There are two specific TVs in there as well. I mean, I never interacted with them. They were like the really high quality, like, I think Sony fucking CRTs that everyone loses their shit about. Ones that had like a little row of knobs that allows you really fucking sort of minute control over this and that. Ooh, color please. Color should just mean blue. Like, I'll have a look at one of those TVs. Where's DOS? Alright. Yeah, so we got the PVM20 and the TM20. So it'll take a second to load, because again it actually uses, like you need a GPU. Boop! And you'll notice the particular reflection. These are, you know, to almost effectively a T, like the specific output. And you can fiddle with them even further. As far as I know, there's a way to get the, fucking God, I got a nose hair or something. Some of, like, you'll notice in the top left corner there, like, the on switch for the PC. I vaguely remember seeing something about getting those to actually flicker and do things that they would have done originally. You know, things like the old Sega CD read and load sections. How many stars are in the Milky Way galaxy? I don't know. The Milky Way was always one of those things that I used as, like, the nature of language, where, like, you know, English has a lot of words. It has the most words of any language on Earth. And that's, you know, as a result of its weird history and absorbency. But, you know, the end result is, you know, there are things that, while technically they mean the same, they don't mean the same thing. Like, Milky Way and Creamy Passage are the same thing. But they're not. I don't want astronomy quiz. What are you looking time-wise? All right. Astro Rock. It's just fucking shooting rocks. That's all I've been fucking doing today. Fucking punching Romans and shooting rocks. I've had to look at a few other texts, but it's just, you know, I don't really want to play any of them. You know, I just don't. There are some text graphics hybrids that I'll keep. And I think there's like one or two modern-ish text adventures. Like, I did keep Amnesia. Netrock.
Let's rock.
Oh, I used up my shields. Ah, that's more of a blob. Fucking. Goodbye, Astro Rock. Astro Tit. Yeah, the HDD light flashing during loading is one of them. I think it's a setting in... Because, so... Normally, these outer bits would come under the category of an overlay. The shaders would cover just the screen output, so the 4x3 component. And the thing that would fill in the black space left over by, like, you know, a 4x3 game was an overlay. And you can get overlays that react to in-game elements. So, like, there are overlays for the Mega Drive and the SNES that, when you push, like, a button on the controller, you know, like the bezels, the outer bits will have, like, you know, sort of bits of the controller and stuff there, and they'll move at the same time, so you can see what you're doing. Mega bezels are a little bit different in that the bezel and the shader are one integrated thing, and so you actually have to turn a few things that you'd normally have on, like, off, and then the bezel itself will collapse the viewing space back down to the 4x3. Like, again, it's okay. This is what happens when you just let people make video games. Alright, I appear to be... Yep. I mean, okay, let's, No. Let's see if I can fucking get it to run. Alright, that's too slow. By peeing in our water supplies, they release radical unknown drugs which unlocked our telepathic abilities. With unable... See, I saw telepathic abilities, and I was like, alright, I don't know why it's called Astro Tit. Unable to control these new powers, man is laid siege by his uncorked seeds of desire. Alright, so it literally is just... It's raining titties. Oh, I have some kind of... Let's not. Imagine going to that trouble in 1987. Oh, okay. Move right, move left, ejaculate. Backslash to ejaculate. In case any of you are confused. Probably not spent money on. It would have probably been a freeware game. You have been committed to. Welcome to the asylum. The late 70s saw the advent of a new game genre, the computer. Adventure. Okay. Alright, so I've gone insane playing video games, and I'm... Ouch. Look. I see nothing special. Fuck you! It looks like a door. Alright. See, if I type look, you have to tell me, you know, that there's a door there. I can't just fucking surmise door from, like, a gap. Where the fuck am I going? Well, that's just awful. Has anyone been making a map? Because I fear I'm a tad lost. Hey. I don't want to be in the asylum. There's an 85 and a 91. That's interesting. Oh, I wonder what the 1991 version of Asylum is. Yeah, like most you know, again, it was DOS. Oh shit, this is the 1991. All right. Hey, what's your name? Gabe. It's kind of disappointing the 1991 one had less graphics than the 1985 one, you know? Weep! Goodbye. I have escaped your asylum. Eat shit. I mean, it has child terror. At the carnival. Ah, shit. Stupid fucking goddamn shitty dumb puzzles for stupid shitty dumb cunts. It's raining tits. Hallelujah, it's raining tits. I do, like, credit where it's due at least. The story for that, like, some fucking magic space rats pissed in our water and made us all, like, you know... Wasn't that the plot of the movie Sphere? Like, something gave us fucking brain powers. And then, like, the second we had brain powers, it was just raining fucking tits. I don't like any game that, like, makes me do this shit at the start. Like, you know? I mean, does Cliff go down the bottom? Is that how this works? Am I only allowed to swap two that... Right, I'm only allowed to swap them if they're touching, I think. I mean, you could just not, you know? That's not... Fucking puzzles, man. Fucking... Goodbye. The secret war against drugs. Advanced tactical air command. Just fucking buying weed and this fucking jet just comes down. He told me I was just being paranoid. Oh, Christ. Micro Pros, boring simulators. Boring. Yeah, I want to airstrike with an F-22. How do I do that? Wait a second. Okay. If you're doing this, and I don't recommend doing this, always double check your emulated performance. No target, no target. Building! Alright. Did I just blow myself up? Oopsie doodle. Minutes. Best score for this campaign is 0. Does this mean I'm not in the army anymore? Have I not? The secret? Why is that against drugs? That is such a baffling fucking... That's just the countryside. The secret war against Drew. What the fuck did Drew do? Oh, Christ, these fucking things, man. These fucking micro pros, fucking goddamn boredom simulators. Like, and that's one of the better ones, because it actually had graphics. You know? I think this might actually be something. Damn you, Drew! More carnivals should be like that, though. Like, more carnivals should just be kind of like a nightmare puzzle room. Always a dice roll. We should just start doing that at some point. Like, if we manage to come up with really good cryo tubes that can kind of last using just solar power, just freeze a bunch of people and just kind of blast them out there, you know. Just let the planet ejaculate a big pile of humans, see if aliens can find them. Alright. I'll wait for Atlantis. What's happening? How's Atlantis doing these days? Still dealing with the giant flying sea?
Mankind emerges slowly from prehistory. The hidden people of Atlantis enjoy an already ancient civilization, rich in wonder and sophistication.
You can tell because magic spheres. I do always like this shit because, like, you know, it's like, oh yeah, we'll control stuff with magic spheres. It's like, is that really better than just, like, a stick, you know? Like, because we could be doing that now, you know? You could have just a sphere that detects your hands and shit. It's like...
Queen Rhea rules over an island of peace and plenty, where the seasons come and go, yet time seems to stand still. Creon has been her consort for 6 years, and in accordance with custom, his position will be challenged a year from now.
Is someone challenging me for my position as guy who nobs the queen? Because I'm not giving that up without a fight.
Of Queen's companion, although he doesn't know it.
I am the queen nobber.
To face ancient mysteries and
This is where I leave you. The companions' quarters are easy to find. Go in Amu light.
Must nob queen. Alright, I feel like we're going a bit fast. Okay, so the mouse does work, it just doesn't want to... Okay. I feel like something's afoot. I feel like something's not quite working. What the fuck is that? Oh. I'm gonna hold a button. Wait. The fuck is going on? Because it kind of... Alright, no. Wait, what? What the fuck is going on here? Okay, the controller doesn't quite... Wait, hang on. Alright. It just... It only does it after I fucking, like, exited. There's gotta be, like, a button I hold, and then I can look around or something, because that's how these things often worked. There's something here, goddammit. And I command it to reveal itself to me. I might have to install it or do something fucking weird. Alright, look, where's the manual? There we are. Alright, help me out here. Fucking feed my brain, knowledge paper. On ROM? What the fuck? It's too big. I gotta make it smaller cause I don't wanna read the one that's too... fucking about time. Jesus Christ. Start idling. Fucking look. Oh, Christ. Le jeu. The fuck's that? Dance build main menu. Alright. Okay. Getting started. Pentium 133. Alright, so I probably was going a bit quick. Okay. Type your name. Click OK. Movement pointer. Alright. Alright, so I gotta talk to people. Puntero. Must hump Queen. Alright. Try this again with slightly. Omni 3D. I know. I do love all the fucking, you know, razzle-dazzle marketing terminology that people came up with to try to fucking... what did it say? It was like a fucking Pentium 133 or some shit. Call that a day. Install. Oh, Windows is secured. I'm not allowed to have it. Oh wow, I remembered Glebo. That's fucking amazing. Why is the mouse not working? That's... That's gonna be that's a for later to fiddle with, because there's something I am curious. I want to know who dares attempt to usurp my fucking queen humping. Fucking goddamn acorny fucking bullshit. Alright, well, that'll be fucking... What's today? It's like Wednesday or something, isn't it? Yeah, that'll be a Thursday. That's a job for Thursday. Turbo, yeah. I know the mouse ball, right? Like, it used to be this little fucking ball, and dust would get in there, and now it's a laser. And that's kind of a problem, because, like, none of these old games are fucking built with laser in mind. So they all have, like, weird mouse acceleration bullshit on them, and that's why you'll, like, shift it a little and it'll go, pachoo! It's really hypersensitive, and so... Generally, you can fix that by going in and tinkering in the settings, but... I do kind of want to limit how much of... my DOS thing is just me fucking with settings, because, Lord, you can lose a day fucking with settings. But yeah, that was kind of a good run, because it really does show just the gamut of what you're fucking dealing with. Like, fun platform action game starring, like, Obelix, a game that's, like, mostly just cutscenes starring Obelix, Mario Party, starring Obelix. It really is a wild cross-section. Because 64 was out like 96 or 97. Like, I think the earliest it was out in Japan was 96. It's like, maybe? But then, you know, was there a SNES one or something? Maybe that whole game style has been around a lot longer than I know, and I just never played any of them because they're dumb. I think there are brain controls, but, like, you know, not what you'd call just things you can buy at a shop reliably. You know, I probably wouldn't, at least. I mean, like, you know, you could do that thing like they do when you lose a hand and they hook up little bits and bobs to here, and you can basically use the old muscles and things that the fucking hand used to used to go to the hand, and then the thing reads that. Like, I'd rather have something like that than something that was getting plugged directly into my brain. I don't think we're there yet. And that's, people will always say you don't want to be the first person to have the new tech, and they're talking usually about a phone that might break. That would be one of those ones where I'd let the chuds put the things in their brains first. Because there's going to be a lot of fuck-ups. There'll be a lot of troubleshooting for that particular toy. Alright. I'll remember... yeah, I'll go double check the Patreon to see whether or not I gotta treat you like human beings. Amber and I should be doing recording tomorrow, hopefully. So still 1783, so we're not there yet. Still gonna treat you like slobbering garbage. Because that's what you are. But until tomorrow, this has been Dosvidaniya. It's all just text and FMVs, really. Just text and FMVs.